Hillary Clinton had an interview with MSNBC in which she was talking about Russian interference in 2016 and right now how they're trying to do this. And let me play it for you.
As Mueller indicted a lot of Russians who were engaged in direct election interference and boosting Trump back in 2016. But I also think there are Americans who are engaged in this kind of propaganda. And whether they should be civilly or even in some cases criminally charged is something that would be a better deterrence because.
Yeah, a better deterrence.
Yeah, the only one that should be criminally charged is that lady. And look, I say that as someone, I've met her. I briefed her on the situations in Iraq and Afghanistan back in summer of 2007. And I used to think that she was that she had some intelligence about her, but she's flat out lying. I mean, for God's sake, it is proven that the entire Russiagate narrative was created by her campaign. She created that. The Russians weren't doing it. And objectively, the only country in the world that has consistently meddled and interfered and altered the course of leadership in other countries is the United States. No other country in the world, Russia and China combined, have not been involved with this much subversive activity. Just ask the people of Syria. Just ask the people of Libya, Somalia, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, Haiti. I mean, let's just keep going down the list. Argentina,
Laos.
Uruguay, Brazil. Okay? So I don't want to hear any American lecturing anybody from any other country about meddling in our elections. We need to keep our own damn hands to ourselves. And we can't. We're incapable of that. So all we do is we continue to meddle, continue to interfere in the political affairs of other countries, and then get outraged when somebody calls us on it. I mean, watching Hillary say that is just absolutely appalling.
Can we consider it as an act of self-destruction? Because the way that the government was using Russian analysts during Nixon, Vladimir's time, and he was working with Nixon, and right now they're talking about he's a Russian agent and he's helping Russians. Yeah. And why do they need to make these allegations? Because at the end of the day, nobody would benefit from this in the United States. They have to use these people to understand the behavior of Russian government, to how to deal with them.
No, you're wrong. We need that enemy. We need Russia as an enemy. We need China as an enemy. Otherwise, we can't justify an $850 billion defense budget. So we can no longer claim that terrorism is this huge threat that requires $850 billion, because it's really not that big of a threat at all. You know, we can trot it out from time to time. Oh, the Iranian terrorists are trying to assassinate Trump. But the real issue is how are we going to spend more money on General Dynamics and Raytheon and Lockheed Martin and Boeing and, you know, go down the list. It is out of control. And the added treating modern day Russia, because I listened to this General Hodges the other day when he was talking with Danny Davis, referred to the Russians as animals. They're animals. And the narrative is that, oh, Russia's been invading. It's trying to reestablish the Soviet Empire. Yeah, do you remember all those Soviet states in South America? Oh, no, neither do I. All the Soviet outposts in Central America and in Africa. No. Remember all the military bases that the Soviets and the Chinese had scattered around the world. No, the only country that's got 700 plus military bases around the world is us, the United States. So, I mean, stop with the projection. It's really thickening. And it is, I've gotten fed up with it because when I hear it, when it's used here at home, you get the Americans going, fuck yeah, yeah, USA, USA. And we start chanting and get all excited. And what we're doing, though, is promoting death and destruction in the world. We're not bringing about peace. We're doing just the opposite. And, personally, I've had enough of the killing.